Do you have any interest in going to the mall?
I got to, Linda.
Or you can be the interviewer. But we'll act like we don't know them if they do that.
What is this thing you're pressing over there? This thing. Da 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 da.
Is the light on?
צהריים טוב, מאזינים ומאזינות. אנחנו בכין עם Ira Glunts ולינדה פורד. Linda,
Ira.
Linda,
Ira.
tell us something about your life here in Keene, New Hampshire. We heard that you're a famous professor of history.
Doctor.
Excuse me, doctor of history, thank you. Could you tell us something about your students and the kind of life here for the students at Keene College?
It's wonderful, Ira.
Linda Ford.
It's wonderful.
Yes, we've heard it's wonderful.
Why don't you interview Dan?
Can you describe a typical day?
No, Ira, I'm too tired here.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Linda Ford. We appreciate your cooperation, and I'm sure that our viewers will look forward to hearing from you again. Erev Tov, Linda Ford.
Hey, Cookies, you listening?
Erev Tov.
Oh, did it say record?
Yeah.
Okay, here. Whatever you see is what you're taking.
Is the sound on? Is the sound on?
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, get your commentary going.
Okay, Ira.
The show hasn't started yet, so we gotta get
The
everything.
show hasn't started? Okay, I gotta press.
Shoot all you want.
How do you
That's
stop
the
it?
beauty of this thing. You just can keep.
How do you
choose
stop
what
it? You
want.
just press the red thing?
Yeah, you press it again. Okay, let me get the stuff ready, and then you can.
Still says record.
Just touch the button. We're recording.
Do you want me to say anything, Ira?
You can read it.
This is the Middle East Gourmet. Directed and produced by Ronald Ford.
Hey, hey.
Assisted by Eva and Linda Ford. And our chef, Ira Glunts.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it, Dad.
Cut.
All right.
Here we go.
Good evening. My name is Ira Glunts, and this is my assistant, Linda Ford.
Oh, yes.
Today we'll be cooking shipudim.
Oh.
Shipudim and couscous.
Oh,
A Middle Eastern
great.
specialty.
Great.
Shipudim simply means something on a skewer. And what we have here, already prepared by my lovely assistant, Linda Ford,
I didn't do it.
is beef. Chunks of beef.
Oh,
Marinade in vinegar. We have some bay leaves here. See that? A lovely
They
bay
look
leaf.
great.
Lovely bay leaf. And we have garlic in there, and it's been marinating for about 24 hours.
oh,
Okay.
great.
Now, what do we need? What else do we need to put on this? We have some lovely onions. Some lovely onions. We'll take out those onions. Get a knife out right there.
Yes.
Open up those babes. Okay, we're gonna cut those things. All right. Take out a cutting board here.
Careful now.
Take out a cutting board. And put it right there. Okay.
Gotcha.
Put that onion right down. Cut it on one end. There. Not a very good cut, but it's okay. Then we have to sharpen these knives a little more. We're gonna cut it on the other end, and we peel. We peel those onions, all those cute little onions. You love those onions right there.
You don't do
got
that underwater, either.
No. These onions won't bother you. You just put them next to your eye. You don't see anybody crying here. You don't see Linda crying, see? And but they're very tasty, very tasty. Now, it's a lot of work. A lot of work, so we're going to have our assistant cut the remaining onions. We need about 12 onions we're going to make.
Right.
We're going to make 4 here, 4 skewers for our delicious meal. So if Linda will cut up,
Just one end or both?
cut up both ends, we'll just cut them both ends. Cut those nice and clean and fresh. We'll cut up those onions, okay?
Do you want the outer layer more than this?
No, take it, yes, make it nice and clean. We want it nice and clean. Show the audience how it's nice and clean. Okay, don't cut off too much. Don't cut off too much. You want it nice and round on the skewer, okay? Now it's fast meal. We're going to show you how this goes. What we're going to need is a plate. We need a plate. No, we don't need a plate. I think we will be better off actually with a nice cookie tray. Anything flat we can lay this on because these skewers, as you can see, are rather long.
Right.
Okay? Here, a nice cookie dish. I'm sure most of you have something like this at home. If you don't, the deeper dish will be okay. Just something to put on the broiler. By the way, this is delicious. Delicious over the grill on those gas grills. Use those gas grills. Shipudim delicious on those gas grills. Okay. We'll take 4 skewers. How are you doing on the onions? Let's see, our assistant is doing on the onions. Let's see. Oh, she's got one done. One done. This is our first show, so, but she did a very good job. Look at that. It's very clean. Okay, that onion is very. How are you doing? She's got a little trouble on that second one, but I think by the time the meal is ready, we should have the onions. Okay. Okay. Okay, we're gonna cut that, Ron. Cut that.
Here.
Okay. So we're chugging right along. Linda's having a little trouble on the onions, but we have another assistant here. Eve Ford has generously volunteered to help us out. So she's going to be doing some cutting. Have you ever made shipudim before?
No.
Okay.
It's my first time.
This is your first time.
Yes.
I heard you're a good cook though.
Oh, yes.
What are some of your favorite dishes?
Irish stew.
Irish stew? Where are you from, Eva?
Madison, New York.
Where's that?
Oh, wait. Oh, that's quite a ways from here. Over 200 miles.
Okay, is there anybody you'd like to say hello to in Madison, New York?
Yes. Hi, Ron.
Okay, who's Ron?
My husband.
Okay, I'm sure he'll be glad to hear from you. At least I hope he'll be glad to hear from you. Okay, I hope he's watching Channel 4 from Keene, New Hampshire every day to see the show. He'll see you. Okay, what you have to do is, what we're making is shipudim. Shipudim, simply meat and vegetables on a skewer. And what we have to do is cut up the vegetables. Now, so far we have some meat. As you see, we have lovely tomatoes. Lovely tomatoes. Lovely mushrooms. Lovely without the stems. Without the stems. Okay. And what we need is
Oh, you want me to cut up some of that? Yeah.
a green pepper. And we have, of course, as I said, Eva Ford to cut up the green pepper. So what we need is some slices about this big to put on the skewers, right?
How are you going to cut it?
How are we going to cut it? Very simply. This is how we do it in the Middle East. We take, okay, of course we're going to show you. We're not going to leave you hanging here like on national TV. What you do is just take it, you just cut it up, and just cut one there, and we can have it on a skewer, okay? The size doesn't matter, just make it within a millimeter. All right, if you don't, we're in trouble. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll do fine. So there we go, a knife, and there we go. All right. Eve. Now, how are we doing on the onions?
Fine.
Okay, the onions are doing fine. We should start now. We're going to start putting everything together. So we got a little meat here, and meat here, and put meat on everything here. Very good, very good. Tasty. The vinegar makes it. All right.
Right.
Soak it in that vinegar for 24 hours. And it will be delicious, delicious. Oh, thank you
Oh,
very
here
much.
comes the onion.
Okay, tomatoes. Yeah, where are the onions? That's right, where are the onions? Okay, here we are. We're getting some onions. We'll put a few tomatoes on.
Oh, don't worry about it.
A few tomatoes.
How's he going to stick them in there?
Tomatoes.
Master ceremonies. How do we make it?
Okay, this is the thing, Eva. You're doing well, but I think a little adjustment here might be in order. Okay, what we want is we want to put that on there, but we want a little thicker. Something like that. You got them already cut?
Yeah.
They'll be all right. They'll be all right. Whatever you have will be fine.
All right.
Okay. Right, we need, okay. So we have here tomatoes, a few tomatoes on. Now we got the onions. Onions are delicious, but the onions right through the center there. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Some onions. Okay. And what you do is just keep putting them on till they're all filled up. Make sure you don't prick your finger. That's how you figure Philly. That's a beauty. That's a look at that one. This woman really knows how to cook. We're gonna take her maybe back to the Middle East. She's got the making. All right. But beautiful. Oh, well, anyway, you're beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Here we go. Here we go. By the way, olives. You have to have olives with this meal. Olives make a delicious side dish, and I recommend Kalamata olives from Greece. Linda, how are you doing? Come over here. Step up right here. Step up right here to the camera. Is this the first time you've ever cooked shashlik?
Well, yes. It's the first time I participated. I've eaten yours.
Oh, how was it?
Wonderful.
Thank you very much. How is
Ira
it?
has a way with the skewer.
How is it cooking it? I have a way with the skewer. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What do you mean? Well, let's not go into that. All right.
I better get back to the onions.
Okay, back to the onions. Okay, keep putting on the meat. Keep alternating. As I said, get those stems out of there, right? Okay. That one broke. Don't worry about it. There's plenty more where that came from. Okay. I think we have enough peppers, Eva.
Yeah, that's all there is.
That's all there is.
How about onions?
Onions? Well, we could use a few more onions, I think. A few more onions.
I'm putting it in here for now.
And we put it all together.
Well, here's an onion. Would you?
Okay, we got the onions and the peppers. Okay, that's good. Well, I'll have my lovely assistants continue putting everything together here.
What are you
My
doing?
lovely, and I will move on to making. My lovely assistants are blocking me here, which is no good, but this is their first time on television, so it's okay.
Green people.
Eva Ford, how are you doing?
Well, I think I'm going to do pretty good.
Okay, I think you're going to do fine. Okay. Would you like some help from your lovely daughter?
Sure.
Okay, you probably don't, but you
I gotta
okay.
husk the corn. Or
Okay. Linda Ford is going to husk the corn, and we're going to make couscous. Not couscous, which is something else. This is couscous. Little inside humor.
Okay.
Cameraman laughing. Okay.
Did you get it on there?
You're on. You're on. Hey.
Okay, so with my able assistants,
I'll open the oven.
this is what the shipudim look like when completed. And you see we have the peppers, tomatoes, onions, and the meat. Okay, so now Eva's kindly put on the oven, I believe, maybe not. We'll put it on the broiler,
And down the
and
bottom?
we'll put it
No,
over
not this oven. This one? Yeah.
to broil, okay?
You want me to move up the rack?
The rack.
Yeah, for broil.
Yeah, we can move the rack a little bit.
Yours are clean.
And we put it right in there.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna make couscous. Okay, couscous, very simple. Take some water,
You better get out of the way.
a little butter.
I'll let her do this.
Okay, a little butter, a little salt, Well, maybe we need a lot of salt. See what we can do here.
We don't, Ira, you're eating with salt.
Okay, get out the big guns, but we're eating with salt-free people, so we'll get out the little guns. That's enough. All right. We can put salt in later to taste.
Exactly.
Okay, you boil that baby up. We'll put that on high heat, and we get couscous. This stuff is imported from Reading,
Found them in a supermarket, yeah, a little further.
Pennsylvania. Couscous can be bought in any store. A cup of couscous to a cup of water. We're going to boil the water with the nice butter, and then we're going to throw in the couscous, but first we have to let that boil for 5 minutes.
Oh.
Okay. Get around, you got to be a little careful not to burn your fingers. There we go. Now we get around to the other side. Maybe get a little knife here and put it through the hole
Yeah, it's good, huh?
of the skewer and turn it around.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, and then we're going to put it back in.
And
We're
there
going to put it back in to broil. Meanwhile, we have pita,
Ooh.
Middle Eastern bread. We got that from our freezer. Sorry about that, things are falling from heaven. We got that from our freezer. Frozen pita. And we put that right in the oven. It's a little cool on top. We're going to put that back in, but warm on the bottom, so we're going to have it warm on both sides. Put the pita in, and then we're going to put the shashlik, the shipudim, in. Now our couscous water is boiling. Our couscous water is boiling. We're going to shut off that couscous water and pour that couscous in. Pour that couscous in, mix.
I don't know about these corns.
What we need is a fork or some kind of utensil. Okay, we're going to mix that and let that stand for 5 minutes. That'll be delicious. Let that stand for 5 minutes and everything should be ready in 5 minutes. We will be ready to eat.
There we go.
Right, I think we need a minute to wait on the old couscous and then we can finish up the segment. We need it.
Come on.
Okay, so here we are back. We have our couscous. It stood 5 minutes.
Oh,
Maybe you can stand a couple seconds more, get a little dry. You don't want it too dry, but you don't want it too mushy. We have our couscous, and let's check our shipudim. We're gonna go in here and see what's happening. I've already turned off the oven. That baby is hot. Gotta watch out we don't burn ourselves. Take that baby out. And we'll put it right here on the stove. Look at them, beauties, beauties.
yeah.
Okay, in the meantime,
Nice.
while you're away, we have been cooking some corn. It seems to have disappeared. The corn is in the sink, thank you very much. We've been cooking some nice corn goes with that. So, we're about ready to eat. Again, olives, delicious with this. A hot sauce is delicious. Okay, now we're gonna have Linda, our assistant, has volunteered to taste, to give everything the first taste.
Everything?
All right, okay, so Linda will show you how to eat shipudim.
I will not.
Okay, Linda's lived in the Middle East for a long period of
I don't
time.
have time for this.
Oh, we have time, we have time. We're gonna just
Ira, this is
open
done.
this up. Okay, thank you.
Eat.
Okay, Linda, are you going to show us how to eat shipudim?
No, I'm
Okay, Linda is not going to show us how to eat shipudim. We're going to end the show. We only have 5 minutes, and I cannot argue with the staff. So I'm going to show you how to eat shipudim and finish this show so I can come back next week. Okay, we cut the pita like so. Okay, now watch this. This is important. You cut it at the top. Okay, but only on one side. You cut it at the top. You make a nice little pocket there. Okay, a nice little pocket.
1 minute, Chef Glunts.
Okay, so a nice little pocket. Now we're gonna take the shipudim. It's a little hot, but I think we can manage it there. It's a little hot, and we put it right in there. All right, right in there, and like we're not gonna. Well, we'll use our fingers. All right, we'll just maybe we get a knife in there and just throw it in there. Just get it right in there. Right in there. Well, maybe we could have our assistant come in here and help us get it right in there. Okay,
You always
there we
need
go.
help,
That's hot. Okay, all right, thank you. That's my wife, my assistant, you can see. She's a bundle of laughs. Okay, we're having a little, as she said, we are having a little problem getting it in. But at least we got it out, which is important. We don't want it to burn in the oven. Okay, so we're gonna put it right in there. And there we go. Now, I'll just put it right in there. Well, everything right. Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful. And we'll just put the rest in there. And that is a sandwich, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. A little hot sauce. Now we're gonna put the couscous on the plate. We're gonna put a little couscous on the plate. A little couscous, not too much. That's in this little couscous, and
It feels
a little
like
hot sauce on that is also good. And then we're going to take out a corn. We're going to take out a corn, and we have what is called corn shipudim. All right, the same thing as with corn shipudim. And Linda, if you would sit down right there. Sit down right there. And we have a nice Iraq wine from the Middle East, and give it a try. Give it a try. Bite into that sandwich. Bite into that sandwich. There we go.
Looks super.
Looks great. It does look. It looks great. It looks great.
It's great.
How is
Hey.
it? How is it? Good. It looks delicious.
Hey.
Says, yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
You're on.
Oh, that meal was delicious.
Oh,
See
look
it?
at that.
Sugar
Yeah.
knows how to prepare a meal.
That's right. Okay.